This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 2 killed, others injured in Rumlin shooting. 2 men were killed in a daring shooting on Rumlin in central Kingston this afternoon. This is the latest killing in the police division, which has recorded 37 murders up to July 1. The dead men have been identified as 24-year-old Ian Tiki Reed and 28-year-old O'Shane Watson. It is reported that about 1:30 p.m., a gunman got out of a car on North Street and then walked onto Rum Lane, where a group of people were sitting. He then opened fire, hitting 4 people, 2 fatally. The gunman then ran back to the North Street and escaped in a waiting motor car. The injured persons were taken to hospital, where Reed and Watson were pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Soldier jumps from JDF Jeep as it plunges into sea along Jamaica Boulevard. A member of the Jamaica Defense Force escaped serious injuries after he managed to jump from a Jeep as it plunged into the sea along the Jamaica Boulevard in Montego Bay yesterday morning. No one was seriously hurt in the freak accident. According to one person who claimed to be an eyewitness, the soldier was driving the Jeep towards the Sangster International Airport when shortly after passing the old hospital park, he apparently turned left to avoid an accident and lost control of the vehicle. The army man managed to leap from the moving vehicle, which reportedly mowed down a small barrier before plunging into the sea. The soldier was later escorted from the scene by his colleagues. It could be a lot worse. There was no visible injury, but one can't be certain because of the area at the edge of the sea where he bailed out of the Jeep is rocky. The vehicle went into the sea, but before it hit the water, it took out a brace pole. A patron who was leaving a nearby restaurant when the accident happened told the news. Tropical storm warning, hurricane watch issued for Jamaica. Jamaica is now under a tropical storm warning. The Meteorological Service has also issued a hurricane watch for the island as Elsa, the first hurricane of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, barrels into the Eastern Caribbean. This means that tropical storm conditions, including possible sustained wind speeds of 63 to 118 miles per hour, are expected to affect Jamaica, while hurricane conditions also pose a possible threat to the island in 36 hours or less. At 10 o'clock, the center of Hurricane Elsa was located 1,043 miles east-southeast of Morant Point. Elsa is moving quickly towards the west-northwest near 28 miles per hour, and this general motion is expected to continue over the next couple of days. Maximum sustained winds remain near 74 miles per hour with higher gusts. Little change in strength is forecast during the next 48 hours. Hurricane force winds extends outward up to 21 miles from the center, and the tropical storm force winds extend as far as 136 miles per hour from the center. The center of Hurricane Elsa will continue to move over the Eastern Caribbean today and through the Central Caribbean south of Hispaniola tomorrow before passing just east and north of Jamaica on Sunday morning. Heavy showers and thunderstorms, along with winds reaching tropical storm force, could begin to affect eastern sections of Jamaica as early as tomorrow night. All small craft operators, including fishers from the Keys and Banks, should by now be in port and are urged to complete their necessary safety precautions without delay. 4 Jamaicans indicted in South Carolina for telemarketing scheme. 4 Jamaicans were indicted on Thursday by a grand jury in South Carolina in the U.S. for an international telemarketing scheme that authorities said targeted seniors. Fabian Gray, Avia Reed, Kalila Powell, and Romaine Gordon, who are all from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, were arrested and charged last month. The 13-count indictment states that since June 2015, the suspects falsely informed more than 100 victims, most of them elderly, that they had won a large sum of money. The indictment shows that at least US $665,000 was stolen during the scheme. Online records show that 4 Jamaicans have pleaded not guilty in the case. They are being detained pending trial. Medical doctor says Jamaica needs a new prime minister. A medical doctor has lashed out at Prime Minister Andrew Holness for relaxing some COVID-19 measures, saying Jamaica needs a new prime minister. Kimberly Johnson, a medical doctor in pulmonology, has been very vocal on social media about current affairs. "We need a new PM. I'm over it," Johnson said in a tweet, and noted that she's disappointed with Holness's leadership. She said the aim of the Prime Minister should be to do what is in the best interest of the people his administration governs and not to please people. "We need a new PM, over it." Literally seems like he buckled under pressure and said, "Okay, fine, open. No science, no data, just fly the gate." Dr. Johnson also groused about what she's being paid, noting that when she examines her salary, she wonders whether it's worth the effort. She then went on to demand her gratuity payment while accusing the government of not caring about doctors. Earlier this week, another medical doctor, Kia Duncan, also took to social media to criticize the government. Dr. Duncan, who is the daughter of the late cabinet minister and former People's National Party General Secretary, Dr. D.K. Duncan, wrote on Twitter that doctors are frustrated because of the treatment over the past few years. "How can you not renew contracts for 143 doctors in the middle of a pandemic while we relax restrictions? Does that make sense? We are sick of it," she tweeted. The Jamaica Medical Doctors Association has recently expressed concerns about an ongoing contract dispute with the government that has left a significant number of public physicians in an uncertain position. Another medical doctor, Shane Alexis, also took to social media today to voice his support for doctors who are restive due to a contract dispute with the government. Dr. Alexis, a former PNP candidate, said he stands with the doctors who are facing challenging circumstances. 2 more COVID-19 deaths, 76 additional cases. Jamaica has recorded 2 more COVID-19 fatalities, pushing the tally to 1,082. The deceased are a 54-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew and an 84-year-old woman from St. Anne. 1 additional death is under investigation, moving that figure to 117. Meanwhile, there were 76 new cases with ages ranging from 84 days to 90 years, pushing the total to 50,242, with 18,487 being active. Of the new cases, 39 are women and 37 are men. Kingston and St. Andrew dominate the new cases with 24 recorded, followed by St. Elizabeth with 10 and then Westmoreland with 9. A total of 2,052 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate stands at 8.8%. In the meantime, there were 119 more recoveries, increasing the total to 30,311. Some 111 persons are in hospital, with 18 being moderately ill and 11 critically ill. 3 persons are in government quarantine, while 41,737 are at home. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.